And then let's get all three of you guys together. These two are fighting, man.
Look like, man.
The performative, there's a new one.
Oh, I like hearing shit. Say it again, nigga.
Let me get it on the camera here.
Oh, God.
All right, here we go.
A few. I feel for a few fighters, yeah. So I think I love his style. He's big, he's strong, he's explosive. He came up like a rocket. So I think it's gonna be a good test. I think this is gonna be his first test. But the thing is, he deserves his challenge. He deserves his challenge because he beat everybody coming up. So yeah, let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna have fun.
Excited.
Yeah.
Got them big African, you know, it's hard in that, but you need some money, man.
Let's get a pick all together, guys.
Yeah, go ahead,
Let's do it.
Put me in the ring with the gods of war. Everybody will know my name from now to the end of time. But I have to obliviate this man. I have to absolutely destroy him. I can't go the distance. He has to bleed. We have to count 10 over him.
Oh, this is gonna be fireworks. And you're gonna see me. And after that, taking home the belt. That's what you're gonna see.
You know, when I was fighting, when I was just a young kid, 19, 20 with the belt, I was just the champ of the world, the best in the world. Regardless of how humble you appear, you must say, wow, there's 7 billion people in the world. And I could beat every one of them.
Yeah, I'm the best.
That's crazy, right?
That's amazing. I started feeling like, okay, maybe I am the best. You know, I am number one.
Mike Tyson just gave fans goosebumps after watching Rico Verhoeven train and pushing him to shock the world against Oleksandr Usyk.
Dude, brother. You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. Been putting in the work. So last I had a tournament, he was in there as well. So I was in the final with him. Then in the second round, he surprised me with a spinning back fist.
Yeah.
Right to the chin. I was like, oh my God, my face was on the canvas. I'm like, oh my God, I was like wobbly.
I gotta see the film.
Since Mike Tyson's visit and advice for his biggest fight against Oleksandr Usyk, Rico Verhoeven has entered camp fully motivated to grind harder and chase a career-defining win.
The way to the top is, I think, easier because you have something to work towards, to look towards, and it's a dream, and it's a dream you're chasing. But when that dream finally becomes reality, you're there, you obtained it, and what happens now? And then a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people, just like what normally happens or logically happens is, hey, you get comfortable. I did it, I made it, but that's not me. That's not me. I keep the grind as real as it was before.
Rico Verhoeven insists he is in the best shape for this fight with a training routine focused on discipline, sharpness, and smart adjustments for the challenge ahead.
I wasn't allowed to do any cardio, so because it was hard to, because you need your legs to do some good cardio, so that was tough. But for the rest, when we finally got the green light, yeah, we went all out. So we got a good 3-month camp, and we're here, top shape, ready, focused, and crazy excited to be back. I think this week we're gonna keep it twice a day, and then next week we're just gonna go to once a day and change the rhythm a little bit, because we're gonna fight in the evening, so we're gonna train a little bit later. Now we're gonna be like training hard for like an hour and a half. Then it's gonna be like a training for about an hour, but like 15-20 minutes, like all out.
His trainers are using reaction lights and cones to improve Rico Verhoeven's speed and agility, and through it all, he has one goal in mind: winning, and he's training like it.
We do everything with speed, agility to make Rico and the other boys faster in the ring. We do everything with reaction lights, speed ladders, cones. Take a look.
So we're gonna work in teams, and then we're gonna do this twice. So then the best time, we're gonna get the last 3 points. So the team that has the best time, the overall exercise, is gonna get 3 extra points. So
What happened to the loser?
the loser is just the loser. So it's but in the end, the winner gets picked up for a picture. So let's see.
The trainers know the massive challenge ahead in facing boxing's top heavyweight Oleksandr Usyk, and Rico Verhoeven is fully focused on beating him and reaching the top of his boxing journey.
Let's see what we're gonna do.
3 times a week, I work on some kind of pure speedness. This is one of the trainings. We have some more trainings. And I think in the heavyweight division, it's even more profitable, because when a big guy can move, he can stand and trade, but he can also move. Yeah, that makes him special.
The training has pushed Rico Verhoeven back into peak shape, improving his speed and movement to trouble Oleksandr Usyk, and he admits losing would feel terrible.
If I don't win, it's just so competitive and you want to win so bad. But you know that the things that we're doing naturally and physically, they should be faster. But a lot of times they are not faster, so I do win.
Yeah, it seems like you forget your heavyweight when you're...
Yeah, 100%. I don't care for heavyweight. So for me, like mentally, I'm the same weight as they are. So I just want to be as fast as possible. We did what we could. I'm ready and I'm crazy excited to be back.
And so Rico Verhoeven is training harder than ever, pushing beyond his limits to become his best in strength, speed, power, and movement.
Might not happen today. It might not happen tomorrow. But there's one thing I know for certain. If I give up, it will never happen.
At the same time, Oleksandr Usyk has also kicked off his training camp, blending new techniques to sharpen his edge and become even more dangerous. The latest training footage gives a clear glimpse of how the heavyweight champion is preparing for the showdown against Rico Verhoeven, showing intense drills, refined movement, and a focused mindset built for the big fight ahead. The non-stop training of Oleksandr Usyk is giving fans more excitement as he prepares for the challenge ahead. He continues to show strong motivation, sharp agility, grit, and full determination to stay at the top of boxing. Whether facing a kickboxer or a pure boxer, he always ensures he is in peak shape. His focus and energy never drop from his goal of remaining the champion and dominating every fight he steps into.
Not too long, Alex. Not too long. Okay.
His training sessions show his drive to enter full beast mode by building maximum strength and power, then sharpening his skills through intense drills. Oleksandr Usyk is making sure his focus stays top tier for fight night. Every workout is designed to improve timing, movement, and ring awareness, keeping him fully prepared. His mindset is locked in on staying sharp, disciplined, and ready to handle any challenge that comes his way in the ring.
Yes. Good. Okay.
He looks fully prepared to dominate on fight night and deliver a performance that fans will remember, aiming to teach Rico Verhoeven a lesson he will never forget. Oleksandr Usyk is pushing his strength and conditioning to peak levels, building the best shape of his life. It is clear he is not taking Rico lightly, staying focused, disciplined, and fully locked in on every detail as he prepares for a high-intensity showdown in the ring. On the other hand, Rico Verhoeven remains confident, insisting that his kickboxing experience brings something different to the table that Oleksandr Usyk is not used to, making him a tough puzzle to solve. He believes he can create real challenges in the ring. Rico also revealed the involvement of Jason Statham, saying the Hollywood actor played a role in making this fight possible, adding even more attention to the massive showdown.
What do I bring different to the table is I'm coming with kickboxing angles. And he's so used to, he's been dissecting the boxing game since I don't know what age he started.
Tell me more about Jason Statham and a conversation with Chucky Al-Shea. What happened with all this?
So it was Sunday morning. I was on the treadmill. I was running. Jason calling me. Yo, bro, I'm on the treadmill. Like, how was the event? Bro, listen up. I told them about you. I showed them the videos and they're excited. They want to do it. I said, okay, what does that mean? They're gonna call you this week. I gave them your contact.
The world is stunned by Rico Verhoeven's confidence, while promoter Eddie Hearn believes he is too deluded to step in with Oleksandr Usyk, saying on paper he should not be in the same ring. Still, Rico's belief reflects his motivation and commitment to sport. After earlier talks of a showdown with Anthony Joshua that never happened, he now moves toward Usyk, calling it his climb up the pyramid with a major stage set for May 23rd at the Pyramids of Giza.
To get in the ring with a guy like Usyk and to commit to a fight with someone like AJ, you have to be, one, full of confidence, and two, probably a little bit deluded. Because if you look at it on paper, he shouldn't be in there with Usyk. But he has also, I would say, a mountain to climb, but I think it's better to say he has a pyramid to climb on May 23rd.
This fight also marks the first time Oleksandr Usyk will compete in Egypt, and the excitement around the Pyramids of Giza is massive. He appears calm, focused, and fully ready, with confidence building as fight night approaches. Everything points to a historic moment on May 23rd, where he aims to shock the world with another strong performance on one of the biggest stages of his career.
May 23rd, Rico Verhoeven.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I feel good.
You have fought all over the world, right? Egypt is the new place for you,
Yeah.
but you've done Saudi Arabia, you've done the UK, you've done Poland, you've done America, everywhere. Are you excited to go somewhere new? The pyramids in Giza, something different?
Yeah, for me, I was first time. I will be voodoo. Yeah, I will be the first time in Egypt, the pyramid. Yeah, I think it's great. nice.
For Oleksandr Usyk, there is less talk and more work, with a simple mindset focused on proving himself through action rather than words. He believes victory will speak for itself on fight night. Meanwhile, Rico Verhoeven says he is visualizing beating Usyk, a thought that gives him goosebumps. He claims he has been fighting opponents like Usyk his whole life, and now, as two undisputed champions, it feels like a collision of two worlds at the highest level.
Do you visualize beating Oleksandr Usyk?
Always. And it gives me goosebumps with you saying that. Why? Because that's what I've been doing my whole life. Undisputed versus undisputed. Two different worlds collide with each other. Wow.
What's your prediction for the fight in Pyramids?
I don't have prediction, you know. I just prepare and I believe I win. That's my prediction. For me, it's not top.
Both fighters are preparing to shock the world at their best, but the matchup is also facing heavy criticism. Oleksandr Usyk is being questioned for accepting Rico Verhoeven as an opponent, while the WBC sanctioning the fight and putting Usyk's belt on the line has also sparked debate. Wade Plemons compared it to James Toney fighting in a UFC crossover, saying Rico has no boxing legacy or ranking to justify facing a champion of Usyk's level.
So that's pretty cool, man. It's crazy to me that an unranked guy getting a title shot immediately, I know he has legacy in the sport, but to me, it's like a Cage Warriors debut getting called up. No, dude, he doesn't. Rico has zero legacy in the sport of boxing. The legacy thing is his kickboxing, right? For sure. But he has zero legacy in this sport. It's like James Toney coming and fighting in the UFC and getting a title shot immediately. That's what it would have been like, right? Now, James Toney did come and fight in the UFC. He fought Randy Couture, but this would have been that. Nonsense.
The involvement of Jason Statham adds another surprising layer to the story behind the making of this fight, but Wade Plemons finds it very unusual. He also criticizes Turkey for organizing what he calls a matchup no real boxing fan asked for, saying the Jason angle is even more shocking. Wade argues that while Turkey is putting in a lot of money and giving boxing fresh attention, he is not a purist, more of a fantasy matchup creator driven by curiosity and entertainment rather than sport tradition.
Bro, what? Are you telling me that Jason Statham, who does come to the fights, one of those nights was sitting there next to Turkey and he was like, hey, you know what would be a good fight, mate? Is if you had Rico Verhoeven going against Usyk. And Turkey, being a super fan of boxing, and let's be honest, Turkey's a bit of a mark for boxing, right? He's a bit of a mark. It's a bit like Tony Khan in boxing. If you guys get that reference, it's a bit like a guy that's always wanted to fantasy book boxing. To be fair to Turkey, he's putting a lot of money up. He is making fights that fans want to see. But every so often, there'll be one of these where he gets two people that nobody wants to really see in a ring together, or at least cares about. But because he thinks it's a fun fight and he wants to make a spectacle out of it, he'll put the money up for it.
Wade reflects that Turkey has often criticized novelty fights like Canelo versus Jake Paul, yet he feels this matchup looks similar in spirit. The involvement of Jason Statham adds another intriguing layer, and Wade even compares it to something like Donald Trump asking Dana White to place a similar undercard fight on a UFC White House card. He believes the promotion leans more toward entertainment than pure sport. As for the outcome, Wade sees only two possibilities. Either Oleksandr Usyk stops Rico Verhoeven inside the distance, or he comfortably wins a clear decision over the full fight.
He was against Canelo fighting Jack Paul, but that's what this is, to a degree, right? Yeah, watch Turkey get they get to the fight and nothing really happens and Turkey's pissed. Because what probably is going to happen is either Usyk's going to stop him or they're going to go the distance and Usyk's going to win an easy decision. But the fact that Jason Statham had enough pull with Turki Al-Sheikh to get this fight to be made, and then Mauricio Sulaiman salivating at the opportunity to make his 3% freaking belt fee, his sanctioning fee, decided to throw up the WBC belt for it, is insane. That's how we got here, dude. This is like Donald Trump asking Dana White to put a fight on the White House card for the belt. Trump did ask Dana White to put a fight on the White House card, but it was an undercard fight that would just be fun for the fans. This is like if Trump was like, hey, Dana, you know what would be a good fight for that heavyweight belt?
Despite all the criticism, Rico Verhoeven remains fully locked in. In a recent interview, he made a surprising remark, saying he would naturally throw kicks at Oleksandr Usyk if it were allowed. He knows the rules are strictly boxing only, but his words show how strong his kickboxing instincts still are. The comment has added extra tension, with fans now curious about how well he can control his style inside the boxing ring.
He's a cruiserweight that came up to heavyweight. So, and I was 16, I was weighing 100 kilos. So I could never drop down to cruiser because I'm just too big. He's one of the best to ever done it. Technical, a perfect, kind human being. So no, I love it. If everything goes south, I'll just throw a high kick in the 8th or 9th round. It's logical because they do not know me. They do not know the story. They do not know who I am. So it's up to me to give them a little bit of context, like what I've done within the kickboxing sport. The WBC also has a Muay Thai kickboxing division, so they understand my credentials, and that's how this fight came about.
Rico Verhoeven argues that Oleksandr Usyk is naturally a cruiserweight who moved up to heavyweight while he is a true natural heavyweight himself. He believes this size and physical difference could play a major role in the fight. Rico also admits that in his original fighting style, a high kick would make sense, but he clearly understands it is not allowed in this boxing rules matchup.
And that's how they sanctioned it. And then again, they can still be critical, but it's not up to me. It's just like, I take it as it comes.
Two champions, two different worlds, and one historic showdown that no one saw coming. Now all eyes are on whether skill, size, or pure willpower will decide the outcome when Oleksandr Usyk meets Rico Verhoeven in the ring. Drop your prediction in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this massive fight.